Hey y'all. So today we're headed out to a birthday party and I wanted to make sure that our supper is going to be pretty close to being ready when we get home, and I didn't want to have to wait, like get in the kitchen after I've been gone all day and cook. So I decided to make us some red beans and sausage with rice. So first things first, last night I soaked my beans and now I'm going to drain and rinse them. Okay, so the next thing is I went ahead last night and I cut up about a pound of Kaneka sausage. You can use whatever sausage you like. This is what we're using. So anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in my pan here. I don't know, about a tablespoon, something like that. Then you want to heat it up and you want to saute your pound of sausage in there with about one chopped onion, and I'm adding in I had some frozen bell pepper that I had cut up, and I'm putting that in there with it. That's probably a quarter of a potato pepper. So about halfway through your sauteing, you want to get some minced garlic, or fresh if you have fresh, and you want to put about a teaspoon or more of garlic. And you talk about fragrant. Ooh, this smells delicious already. But when you add that garlic in there, ma'am, that's fabulous. And while this is sauteing, the recipe calls for 6 cups of water. However, I take whatever broth I have, and this time it happened to be beef, and it calls for the hot water. It says 6 cups of hot water. So what I did was I had 2 cups of beef broth. I'm heating that up, and I heated up 4 cups of water because I want mine to be a little bit more, I guess, flavorful. All right, so we're letting that hang out just a little bit and stir fry. So I'm gonna get my crock pot prepared. Of course, you know me, I got to spray it so it's easier to clean up. These in the crock pot. Now let's add our seasoning. All right, so I got some bay leaves. Let's throw in, oh, that one's broken. A couple of bay leaves. I'm gonna do 3. Now we want to do about half a teaspoon of pepper. We want to do about a teaspoon of garlic powder. We want to do a teaspoon of oregano. Oh, that won't be it, okay. All right, so we're going to do 1.5 teaspoons of onion powder. We want to do a teaspoon of paprika. And we want to do a half teaspoon of thyme. It called for dried thyme, but I always use this ground because this is just what I have. Oh, I'm almost out. Yeah. And then some cayenne pepper, and I'm only doing a half teaspoon of that. No salt yet. You're gonna wait until the end because it can make your beans tough. So we're gonna wait on the salt, and then you can taste of it and see what you need. So we're gonna add in the 6 cups of hot water, which this is 4 cups of water, and 2 cups of beef broth. And I do chicken or beef, it don't really matter. It just adds extra flavor to it. But I didn't have any chicken. This is our sausage mixture, and I poured a little bit of the beef broth in there just to get some of the good stuff off the bottom. Yum. I like to splatter this on. Let's stir this all together. Making sure I didn't miss any seasonings. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's put the lid on. We're gonna go low for 8 hours. Hey, all right, we're back from the party. Well, been back for a few hours. Anyway, red beans and rice are ready. Oh my gosh, and it smells. When I walked in the door from being gone, I was like, oh my gosh, it smells delicious. I've got my bowl of rice here. And they cooked for 8 hours. Look at that. Yum, yum. Let me grab me a piece of cornbread that I made. All right, I got me a piece of cornbread because I like to eat a little cornbread with mine, and it is going to burn my mouth. It's going to be so hot. Y'all see it smoking? Mm-hmm. Warm and comforting and delicious.